Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. It has been a while since I have uploaded a anti-haul purchaser pass style video. I know that some people don't necessarily love these, but I actually really enjoy them. These are some of my favorite videos to watch because it gives me insights on people who might have similar taste in makeup as me, same type of skin as me, and they can kind of give their opinion as to why they would actually, go forward with spending their money on something or why they wouldn't spend their money on something. So I personally think that these videos have a place in the beauty community. I think that they can be very helpful, and it's just kind of fun to kind of sound off and just to kind of get, a little bit gritty about things for a moment. So we're going to go ahead and do that. As per usual, I have Trend Mood's Instagram page pulled up right here on my phone. If you're like me, this is where you kind of get all of your makeup news and new releases. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Disclaimer though, before we even start, why did I say let's jump in and then now I'm doing a disclaimer? Whatever, things are backwards today. If products that I mentioned are something that I wouldn't like, please don't get offended. I know that most of you don't, whatever, but there's always those few that might. It's nothing personal. We all have different wants and needs when it comes to makeup and cosmetics, skincare. We're all different people. Again, this is just to kind of give you guys my opinions on these products, so please don't get offended if this is something that I just personally wouldn't purchase. So now let's go ahead and jump into it. The first item that popped up, I think that this was actually just posted today as available now. This is the 35H Hot Spot Artistry Palette from Morphe. I am a huge Morphe fan. I cannot lie. I know a lot of people have their feelings about Morphe, but I do feel like a ton of their products are so damn good for the price. The continuous setting mist, this is like my third can in the last few months. I have the empty ones all over my desk. The Jaclyn Hill brushes, Obsessed, Jaclyn Hill palettes, the 35G palette, the Morphe Glamabronze bronzers. I have 3 of them. I recently just purchased 2 more. I am a huge fan of the brand overall. Their glosses, so good. But nonetheless, this palette right here, right when I look at it, I'm like, yes, beautiful, need it, want it. Because blues, for some reason, I'm so drawn to them. They make me think of the ocean and water and warmth and summertime. In fact, the name of this palette is perfect, Hot Spot. Did I say Hot Shot? It's Hot Spot, I believe. Hot Spot Artistry Palette. But I have to bring myself down to earth because I probably am not going to reach into a lot of those blues. Very rarely do I personally use blue shadows. I don't know, they feel a little bit 80s on me. I love them and I feel like you can use them for a pop of color. But to me, that whole side of this palette probably isn't going to get much use. Now the warmer side of things, where they have the reds and the pinks and even some of those more neutral shades that kind of go right down the middle, which I think is awesome. I think that the color layout of this palette and the color story is spot on. This is just a pass. Just simply, again, because I just don't see myself using most of this palette. I already have a ton of these shades in my collection. So as beautiful as this palette is, and as much of a fan of Morphe that I am, I still would pass on this palette. Moving on down the list to the next item, the Make It Matte, Keep It Matte Fenty Beauty Primer. This is another Pro Filter mattifying primer that mattifies the skin, fights shine all day, and smooths the looks of pores without feeling tight or dry, so you can keep your makeup looking fresh without caking. I think that's an actually very interesting take on a mattifying primer. I think the key words there is that it keeps you from feeling tight or dry. That is typically my beef with mattifying primers. I have combo skin only in the center of my face where things can get oily, but it's still dry and flaking. It is so frustrating, but it is what it is. I would be interested in trying something like this. Would I buy it? I don't know. I'd probably hit up Sephora first, get a little sample, see how I like it. I do like a lot of Fenty Beauty items. Their Sunstalker bronzers, so good. So good. The best bronzer, one of my favorites. Top shelf, it's on my desk at all times. I love the Universal Gloss Bombs. My sister loves the Pro Filter foundation. It's like her all-time favorite. I love the Mademoiselle lipsticks. There's just a lot of amazing products in her lineup, in the Fenty Beauty lineup. Rihanna's line, that's why I said hers. But again, yeah, I don't know, this would just be a pass because I already know, despite the fact that it doesn't make you feel tight or dry, I'm just not a huge fan of matte looks personally. Natural matte, satin, yes, I can kind of dip into that realm of things. Satin is usually the furthest I will go matte. Usually, every once in a while, there's something matte that works with my skin, but most of the time, I kind of steer clear from it. Now, here's one that I am actually really sad that I really want to try because of the price tag. Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, girl. I love Pat's eyeshadows. Nothing compares. Nothing compares from the pigmentation, the blendability, the intensity, just her arrangement of colors. If I had the quiche, oh my God, I would own every single one of her palettes. Sadly, I only own one. It's a little 6-pan Bronze Ambition palette, but like, what is it? Sam Ravendall says, chef's kiss, fantastic, fantastic eyeshadow palette. She is just, her stuff is killer. So I found out that she was releasing her Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. It comes in 36 shades, but 38. I wish it was 38. Freudian slip. $68. Now I did pay, what was it, $90 or $70 or something for my Tom Ford tinted foundation, which I love. Again, I hate that I love it. And I have a feeling that I would love this as well because, again, she's speaking to me. Satin finish, sheer to medium, buildable coverage. Huge fan. Perfect for everyday, fresh, natural looking skin. It is self-setting. It has a serum-like feel and a diamond powder to diffuse light. And there are 5 different shade families. Girl, it's like she tapped into my brain and just put together all of my wants and needs. And yes, I'm going to be dramatic about this because, fuck, yes, I'm going to say it. Yes, F-bomb. It's right up my alley. I have to try this. Obviously, as I'm speaking about it, it goes without saying, this is going to be a definite purchase for me. I'm going to put the $68 out there. I'm definitely going to try it. Now, there is also setting powders that also give the skin radiance, but blur imperfections, $55. Damn it, another one that is just finish-wise is speaking to me. If you are dry skin and you love a more natural finish, this is just, I'm hoping that it lives up to the description. Again, more of that diamond technology. There is a primer that is infused with hyaluronic acid to prevent water loss and leaves behind a smooth, velvety finish, $60. So this could potentially create the skin of your dreams. Yes, the tune of over probably $170 if you get all 3 products. $170, that is crazy. But, you know, if something works and that's what works for you and you know you're going to use it every single day, you're going to get your, you know, the money's worth out of it and it just gives you the skin of your dreams, which it sounds like it might. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a purchase. Let me know which one of those, obviously, that you want to see a review on or if you're also intrigued by that. But my goodness, that is, yes, definitely speaking to me. Maybelline now, their Superstay line, they have online and in stores at Target. They have their new Superstay Full Coverage Long Lasting Under Eye Concealer. It says it's going to give you full coverage. It is lightweight and is a formula that effortlessly glides on and grips the skin to cover dark circles. Now this is supposed to have smooth, seamless under eye finish that will last up to 24 hours. Concealers I'm really picky on, especially drugstore. I've really only found a couple drugstore concealers that I enjoy. I love the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. I have that on today. It is one of my all-time favorites. Y'all know I love my Jeffree Star concealer. Oh, so good. And then I'd say out of those in 3rd place, I'd have to place the L'Oreal Freshwear, one of their infallible concealers. Those are so good. But I don't know, something about this makes me kind of want to try it. There isn't a ton of shades, but I think you can mix and match. It's probably pretty affordable. Yeah, $9.99. It is smudge, waterproof, and transfer resistant. But yeah, it only comes in 12 shades, which is kind of a disappointment. I mean, I do see a couple of darker shades in there, but not enough by any means. But let me know if you guys would like to see me try that one. I'm kind of on the fence about it. The only reason why I'm kind of leaning towards purchase is because I want to start finding more of those core drugstore products. So we'll see. I'm on the fence about that one. Now, M Cosmetics, which I believe is Michelle Phan's. Michelle Phan, is that, I hope I'm saying her name correctly. I don't know why I always get that messed up. That is her brand, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember if she like got rid of it or something. I don't know. But either way, M Cosmetics, she is coming out with a serum blush. It says this is a lightweight, luxurious serum formula that provides sheer buildable color and an enduring, youthful, dewy glow with each drop. 25 for $25 each. There are 4 shades. Looks like we've got a Rose Milk, which is a blush pink, a Sunset Sky, which is a warm coral, Soft Amethyst, which is a rose berry, and we have Pink Nectar, a watermelon pink. These shades look a little intense to me. Now, one thing I do like is that there's obviously enough here within those 4 shades to go with a whole bunch of different skin tones, which is really nice. I don't know though. I have so much redness to my face that most days I go for a very sheer powder blush that ends up being a little bit more luminous borderline highlighter because again, I'm dry. I already have redness to the skin that I spend most of my time trying to cover up my redness, that I want just like the most sheer wash of color. Most of the time I'm using bronzer to just kind of warm things up and to add that color back. I am intrigued by this, but I would have to pass because I can't justify spending $25 on something that I know I'm probably just not going to reach for. So that one is going to be a pass. ColourPop doesn't sleep. This is kind of something that we all know now. They are just constantly cranking out releases. They have been on fire for years now, which is so insane. It's like their products are so innovative. Yes, it gets kind of crazy because you feel like you can't really enjoy the product you have. They're just so quickly pumping out new releases. And I do have my thoughts on that, but I will say that they are so innovative and they come up with products that people want. So now they have another sister brand. We all know they had their 4th Ray. I think that's what it's called, their skincare line. Now they're coming out with their Soul line. And their first product is a brush, a body brush, and a dry oil body shimmering dry oil. My goodness, that's a mouthful. These colors are spot on. I love the 4 options. These are all gold champagne based. There's nothing pinky or white or blue looking. They are giving those who have more fair skin and deeper skin the opportunity to have a golden champagne warm bronzy glow, and I love that. I actually want every single one of these. I think that they look beautiful. I love the packaging. I love the brush. And for $15, you guys, that could be a game changer. I have talked about this on my channel before, but I have the ABH Shimmer Body Oil. I am such a huge fan of this, but this is over $30 for an ounce of product. You get an ounce of product in this for $15. It is less than half the price, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So I definitely plan on buying these. That is, yes, total purchase, so I can review these for you guys and let you know if it is worth it. Now let's talk about Lady Gaga's Haus Laboratories launch. I have seen really mixed initial thoughts on this. Right now it is available for pre-order, but it isn't going to ship until September. I think that that is crazy. I don't mind pre-orders so much, but let me pre-order something like a month in advance, not almost 2 months in advance. That's just so long to wait for me. I don't really know how necessary that is. I know that it creates hype and it gets people thinking about the product and gives everyone a chance kind of to get their hands on it. It is nice that it is also available on Amazon and through, you know, the Haus Laboratories website directly, but I have to be honest, I did pre-order one of the sets. I'm not gonna let you guys know which one I did pre-order because again, I am going to do a full review on the set that I purchased, but I'm kind of at a loss for this mix of products. Listening to Lady Gaga talk about what this brand is supposed to represent, it's just kind of like, huh. I feel like it almost felt a little bit short. Not that we were, you know, expecting anything crazy out of this world. Yes, Lady Gaga, especially in the past, has been known for her more outrageous looks, but they've always been kind of like muted, you know, like very smoky. You know, I don't really, me personally, remember seeing a ton of like bright rainbow looks from her. So I get it. It's very kind of more dulk. Is that a word? Dulk? Really? Dark, sultry. I put dark and sultry together. Dulk. I created a new word. Dark and sultry type things. And yes, her makeup has been very fresh and nude looking lately, especially like most of the time on the red carpet, which I love. I think she looks gorgeous, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how these perform. It is a unique concept for an initial release. I like that a lot of the photos that have been posted so far aren't extremely retouched. We can see the product working naturally. I'm not seeing like a ton of false lashes. You know, we can actually see the makeup. That is one thing that really drove me in the direction out of pass to purchase. You can still see texture on people's skin. I really like that. So that's kind of what pushed me, despite what I expected her line to start off with, but pushed me into the realm of pre-ordering and actually trying this out. So we will see. And I think it's pretty decently priced for what it is. All right, now Charlotte Tilbury is also going to be releasing a new foundation. It comes in 44 shades. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It's long wear, weightless, full coverage, poreless. It's supposed to be natural looking with a matte finish. So I don't know if this is supposed to be more like that natural matte thing that I have been seeing so much of, but this is just kind of strange to me. Who asked for all the matte? I feel like most people are really into a more radiant, glowy, satin, or even more natural finish. When I look at comments under a lot of these foundations, everybody's like, where's the dewy? Where's the radiant? Where's the more satin finish foundations? Everybody's asking for that, I feel like. We keep coming with these mattes. I don't know, again, I've mentioned this before, if it comes down to more of the formulation, if it's easier with the pigmentation to kind of have that, and if they want to meet more of the middle ground, like they don't want to totally desert people with really oily skin, but they don't really want to, you know, totally neglect that. I feel like that natural matte finish just kind of sits right in the middle, obviously. Natural matte, duh. So I think that they're just trying to cater to the widest audience as possible, as well as with all of the shades. I haven't really tried a lot from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'll be honest with you guys, I definitely want to try this. There are so many foundations coming out. Let's move into the next one. Urban Decay coming out with their Naked foundation and concealers. Who doesn't want to try this? This is very innovative to me. They've got all these different technologies going in with the undertones and your master tones, and they've got all these shades. The packaging is beautiful. I now have 3 foundations in my lineup. I think even Dose of Colors is launching a foundation as well. I know Colored Rain, if you guys follow that brand, I love Colored Rain. I'm a huge fan of that brand. They have been teasing a foundation that they have been working on, I think, for like a year. And I think it's supposed to launch in all these different shades. It's supposed to be more of like a radiant satin finish. I have a feeling about that one. I get chills. That's really weird. Is that dramatic? I kind of get chills. Thinking about Colored Rain's complexion line, I think that they're just gonna come through and they're just gonna effing kill it. I don't know what it is. I just have a huge feeling that they're gonna kill the game. It's just gonna be a game changer. They're gonna wipe everything out, and that foundation is just going to be bomb because I've kind of watched it. I've watched the hints and the clues on it. I've seen some people wearing it that they posted to their page. Whew. Who knows? It could be totally killer. Last but not least, let's stop here. Kylie Skin is coming out with body care products. This girl has been getting so much hate for her skincare line. If you guys watch, I'm sure you did, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson did their video on the skincare line and they kind of ripped it to shreds. Thomas Halbert didn't really like it very much, but he said I think he liked the toner, maybe it was, or was it the moisturizer? I can't remember. But I have just seen, you know, obviously more than that. There has been so many reviews and just people teasing about this. But here's the deal, the body products, why not? I think this is kind of nice. I think that it's cool that she is expanding her brand into something different. Now, I'm not excusing the whole issue with her using her face wash and watching all that makeup come all over her washcloth. I don't know what that was, if that was like a PR stunt or what, because that was just straight up pathetic, girl. Like, what? Really? I can't imagine that you would do that on purpose, Kylie. Ridiculous. Let's just say that. But with the body care stuff, I mean, it looks like she's got a coconut body lotion, a body scrub, and an SPF sunscreen oil. I think that that's pretty cool. This lineup, I think, is better. I am a huge fan of body scrubs. I love body lotions, scented things. It's weird. I don't talk about that a whole lot on my channel, but I am kind of a freak when it comes to body lotions. I actually have a ton of them. So let me know if you want a video on that. But I think that this, you know, the sunscreen, this is good stuff. This is something cool, I think, to have in her lineup. Will I purchase it? I don't know. I'm kind of interested in the body lotion and the scrub, especially if it's coconut scented. I like that like really artificial sweet coconut scent. I hope she kind of threw that in there with some vanilla. That would just be so luxurious and glorious. So maybe I'll try it out for you guys. I have really dry skin, and if it is something that is truly nourishing and moisturizing, like I have those like dry bumps all over my arms. I can't remember the scientific name for that, but it's basically like I need like extreme exfoliation at all times, but I get those little dry bumps all over my skin. And if this is something that I can say, hey, helps soften that, then maybe she hit the home run. So I will let you guys know. Let me know what you think about all of these products. There is a ton more to get through, but I think we'll stop there. Speaking of Kylie, I did pick up a couple items from her summer collection. I really wanted to try those eye jewels, or those, I can't remember what she called them. They're in the little pot. It almost reminds me of those Tarte shimmer pots. She came out with one of those, so I picked up one of those. And I also picked up the eyeshadow palette. I think that her summer palette, the Under the Sea, I think it looks beautiful, and I loved the collection of shades. So I was like, yep, I need to try that. I do also want to do some decluttering for you guys. So again, comment down below if you're interested in something like that. I have so much makeup, you guys. It's consuming me. I would even be embarrassed to show you the room I'm in right now because it is a disaster. My desk in front of me is pretty well organized, but my drawers are full. I have just crap all over around me on the floor. I've got boxes. Oh my God, your girl needs some organization and to declutter. So let me know if you want to see videos in that realm of things. Again, please tell me, you guys, when you see new releases or new products, tag me on Instagram, send me a DM, comment on my videos. Please let me know about the products that you guys are interested in. That helps me so much. Again, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop talking, but I do have a lot of videos in my head, ideas churning. I want to do a drugstore vlog. I asked you guys on the community tab, what are some of your Holy Grail drugstore items. So I would love to kind of take you guys shopping with me and kind of, give you guys some shout outs and pick out some of those products that you recommended. I think that would be fun. And then I think it would be cool to kind of like film like a get ready with me with those and then kind of incorporate that Q&A. So Q&A I want to film, questions down below. It does not have to be makeup related. Go back and check the YouTube community tab as well because I do post a lot there. Make sure that your bell notifications are on because that is how you guys will see my content. I have noticed a huge jump in viewership from my subscribers, which is fantastic. So thank you guys so much if you are hitting that bell button because it helps me a lot. It helps me deliver to you the content that I really truly do work so hard on. So thank you so much for that. I love you guys so much and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.